All right, what's going on, guys? Tremaine here, the most disciplined trader on YouTube. So here is footage from today's trade that we had in Discord. So I'm buying those two down close candles, which is a bullish order block. Stop loss is going beneath midpoint of that fair value gap. Looking for clean buy side at around 19,270, and also relative equal highs that I'll annotate in a little bit. So right there, I'm outlining the order block that I'm buying. And I'm telling the group that I'm expecting that 5-minute SIBI outlined in gray. I want to see that be treated as an inversion fair value gap. And I'm also looking at that 1-minute fair value gap right there as well. I want to see us get above it, use it as support, reducing some of my risk there, trailing my stop loss up. And there you see me label that as a inversion fair value gap shaded in orange. It was a great stream today, a lot of educational value. I was telling the group about some psychology things. We had good discussions. It was one of those interesting streams, to say the least, but you'll see that later in the footage. So I outlined those equal highs. That's just way too smooth. I'm bearish overall on the daily chart and weekly chart. I want lower prices this week. In fact, our weekly drawn liquidity has just been tagged, one of our targets at least, that I've shared in the Discord. So you see I'm long 3 contracts. I want to take off 2 above that buy side. And right there, my risk is moved to break even just beneath that wick, and I'll outline that again later. So everything looks good. There's that inversion fair value gap. Telling the group that I like how we're finding some support at the midpoint level. But that double top for the buy side liquidity is just way too smooth, way too clean. I want to see us blast through that with a lot of speed, a lot of energy. Even though I am bearish on a daily chart, I wouldn't want to see lower prices until we knock out those traders who have their protective buy stops above that high. Now this part's important here. There's your 5-minute inversion fair value gap, and I'm telling the Discord members that my stop loss is beneath midpoint, which is good. And it's also beneath that wick that I'm outlining there. So I like where my stop is at. I said if the trade is good, and they can call me out if I'm wrong, but I said if the trade is good, we should find support here in the upper half of that 5-minute inversion fair value gap. And it's almost like magic there, right? Nice displacement. Price unwilling to reach a midpoint of that inversion fair value gap on that little retracement lower. So those are all good signs that I like to look for. Feedback looks great. So we're positioned in a good spot. Risk is removed. I'm telling them about the wick there, offering support, and the reasoning behind having my stop loss there. I think somebody in the chat asked me what my entry was. I'm telling them it's the bullish order block, and I'm giving them some insight on what I'm looking for as far as how much I'm willing for price to retrace on me should it want to do so. A little teaching session there, but my main focus is that 1-minute fair value gap. Okay, again, they can call me out if I didn't say this live in the stream, but I said if we're bullish, if the trade is good, we need to work higher from there. That's the fair value gap that I would want to find support in. I really don't want to see us return back to that 5-minute inversion fair value gap or that 1-minute fair value gap that's just beneath that shaded blue one. I really don't want to see us trade to that. And I told them if the trade is good, we should leave that lower fair value gap open, the one I'm pointing to right there. So stalling a little bit, but nothing in the trade suggests a reversal. Okay, working that fair value gap, you can see the immediate reaction off of that. That's algorithmic. That's what we want to see. You don't play with your stop loss. You don't start moving stuff around. You just submit to the trade idea. I'm also telling them that we're within that 850 to 910 macro. So expecting spooling eventually. Everything looks good. At this point in time, I believe Dow and S&P was also stalling. And I'm highlighting 15-minute key levels there where I want to see support. But I believe S&P and Dow were also stalling and kind of ranging just a little bit. So I was just kind of submitting to the idea. Submitting to the trade. This is my last trade of Q1. So it's been a great quarter. First 3 months of the year. I'm highlighting that breakaway gap again and reasons. I'm basically just telling the group why we should have support there and why we shouldn't trade lower. But the first 3 months of the year have been great. Can't complain. Excited to hop into Q2 starting tomorrow, April 1st. And we're just going to hit the ground running, man. I'm excited. Hopefully y'all's first quarter of the year was good to you. Hopefully brought lessons and things you can learn from to help your trading take it to the next level. I definitely learned a lot. I feel like I've improved a lot within the last 3 months. I'm highlighting the buy side for both S&P and Dow. They all have relative equal highs, so I like where I'm positioned at. My stop loss is still beneath the midpoint of the inversion fair value gap and is underneath that swing low. Again, not worried about it. All right, and here's our partial right there. Psych, I lied right there. Oh, nope, didn't give it to me. Fell just short by 3 ticks. And this is when things get a little funky. This is the part of the stream where it gets a little bit interesting. So locking in about 33 ticks in profit, which is around just under 15 handles or so. I was being a little too demanding, wanting to be a little too perfect with my limit exit, and it just fell short of it. But I'm telling the group my main focus is that buy side up there at around 19,270. We have really clean highs up there. So we're back inside that fair value gap that we've used as support to take us into the buy side. At this point, everybody's in the chat telling me that they've caught dubs and they're out the trade and they took their long. I'm salty. No, I'm just kidding. I like to see everybody winning. I was just being a little too demanding with my exit, but that's precision for you. And a green day with 33 ticks, which is what, like 10 handles or so. Oh, snap. What the heck did I just do? What did I just do? Oh, snap. Okay. Well, we're going to close that. Hold on. I have this stream put up on my iPad. I got to watch the instant replay.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Yeah, so that was a sound bite from the stream. I reversed my trade by accident, so that was unfortunate, but my stop and profit would have got hit anyway, but yeah, so that was the stream. Limit order got missed. And I'm teaching the group about order blocks and fair value gaps and order flow and things of that sort after the trade has stopped me out. But my limit order for my partial was missed by 3 ticks. And then I was trying to outline something, draw something on my chart, and I accidentally hit the reverse button and I shorted 6 contracts somehow. So I just closed it. And we finished the day in the green, but it was real ugly, real nasty. It was just kind of one of those trading days where it's just like, we're going to act like that didn't happen. But regardless, there's a lot of educational value, a lot of insight. If you're not in the live streams in Discord, go ahead and get in there. I always tell people it's not designed to be a signal service, but if you truly want to learn how to read price action, you see I'm going over order blocks, I'm teaching them what I saw in the trade, and I was explaining it live as I was panning out. But if you want to learn how to read price and you don't just want to copy somebody else's trades, if you actually want to be able to do the skill set on your own, I promise you, invest in the Discord. It's going to serve you well, I promise. Even though I had some mental errors in today's stream, a lot of people walked away with insight, value. They know how to trade order blocks. They know what I'm looking for when I'm in a trade, stop loss management, all that good stuff. And overall, it was a great trading day. Just a few mental errors on my part, but that can easily be fixed. Love you all. Hopefully your trading is going great. Best of luck in Q2. Be safe, Discord members. I'll see you all in the live stream tomorrow morning, same time, 8:15. Peace.